Tuesday, actually. My bad. Tuesday.
Oh my God, I saw a Chick-fil-A ad that said that.
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday in it.
It's Tuesday.
Like, it was a commercial?
No, it was a billboard on my way to work.
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
How do you spell Tuesday?
Well, was it?
CHOO.
Was it like the cows misspelling?
Yeah,
Tuesday?
but it said
But it
Tuesday.
said Tuesday. Yeah, I love that. That is
Okay.
one of my favorite marketing mascot
Yeah, it
ideas.
is. So
ever.
good.
Because I never really I'd seen it for a long time when I was younger, but we didn't have Chick-fil-A's near me, so I never really thought about it that much. And it's like never thought about the whole eat more chicken. Why are cows saying eat more chicken?
Yeah.
Never thought about it. And Max
just walk over here
over
and
here
slap
just
his
to
knee?
slap his knee, just because when he hears a bad joke, it is like a bat signal in the dark of night in Gotham City. He needs to answer. He needs to respond.
Wow, that was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Guys, welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show. I'm Anthony Totri.
Here
He's
you
Shane
are.
Diefenbach. He's Shawn DePaz.
Yeah, he is. I think that was the longest we've ever taken to do that.
Oh, really?
I
You
don't
think so?
think so.
Yeah.
We've gone way longer.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
What do you want? What do you want from us?
It's definitely up
Pretty
there.
long.
It's up there.
It's
It was
not
a
a
long
bad thing.
one.
Well, you made it sound like it was a bad thing.
No.
No, I don't think he did. Shane has a way of making it known when he is displeased with something.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it.
I think Tochi's just scared of me.
Yeah, I don't like when
scared of
I
you.
don't like when Shane's displeased.
I like your shirt, by the way, Shane.
Thanks.
Or Totri.
Thanks.
You like mine?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. This is the most fine shirt ever.
it's
It's
fine.
fine.
I hate the way he says that.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what's better than fine?
Me.
And
I am fine.
No, Sean's just fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant. See, I said
you
it
can't just say
differently.
just fine, though.
James
No,
Harden.
Sean's just fine.
James Harden.
Fine.
James Harden's good at
He's a
basketball.
baddie.
He's great at basketball.
He's one of the few players in the NBA, or few left-handed NBA players that has a pretty jump shot.
That's fair.
Because
James
I feel
Harden.
like everyone else that's left-handed has a disgusting jump shot.
It's
With
just
the exception
disgusting.
of course, say it with me, Ben Simmons. Yes.
Okay. So, James Harden dropped 45 points on the Boston Celtics game 1. And boys,
Without Joel Embiid.
without Joel Embiid, and everybody was giving him shit pregame because of the outfit, because of what happened in Vegas a couple days ago. And James Harden decided that he was just going to come out and he was going to, I don't know, give the proverbial middle finger to everybody and just say, I'm still James Harden. You still got to fear the beard. What did you see from James Harden last night?
Did you see that Doc Rivers encouraged James Harden to go to Vegas?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I love Doc.
Did you guys see the tweet that I retweeted of what James tweeted today?
Him wanting to go to the Met?
It's one of the coolest tweets I've ever seen. It was I'd be wanting to go to the Met Gala, but I'm always in the playoffs this time of year. #Uno, and then tweeted his fit and a couple other pictures. So it was like shoes and stuff. People were right. This is one of the few times where like somebody pulls up in a crazy fit and Twitter's like, "Oh, bro's about to go off."
He
And
kind
it's
of dressed like
actually-
the Cookie Monster.
He dressed like he was wearing the skin of the Cookie Monster, as I saw. But that's one of the few times where people are like, "Oh, this man about to go off," and then he actually goes off because of his outfit. I mean, he's always been one of my favorite players, obviously because of ASU. But some people hate it. I love the way he plays basketball. And yeah, he willed the Sixers to victory basically by himself last night with a little help from Tyrese Maxey.
An ounce of help.
A little bit.
It was, I mean, the 45 points and the shooting 50% from behind the arc. And I want to say he shot 56% from the field. But that last 3-pointer that he had, there was 8 seconds left on the clock. Like the confidence to pull that shot with that moment. No Joel Embiid the entire game. He carried the offense. Like it was like he turned back the clock because James Harden hadn't been like that all season.
The haters are going to be sick, but he also had a pretty good defensive game.
Yeah.
He's an underrated defender now because of how bad he was.
Yeah, he was not a very good defender.
Well, he just didn't try. A lot of defense is effort.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he did last night something that you think that James Harden can keep up throughout this series?
He can keep it up until he retires.
So he's still that guy.
He's got such an old man's game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he's still that guy. I don't think
James Harden's gonna be 60 years old and he's gonna be like, watch a step back, young blood, and he's gonna be on the blacktop, just
his
piece
beard's going to be like disgusting and raggled. And
James Harden prime, I
storing
feel like,
food in
is
it.
forgotten. Like it feels like it wasn't that long ago, but like what he was doing in his prime was
He
forgotten.
was averaging like 38 points a game in Houston.
And just had a highlight reel play every single night, it felt like. Like
I don't think the beard ever left.
You don't think he ever left?
No, I think he quietly. I mean, his Sixers stint has been weird, but I don't like.
Well, the whole Nets thing was just.
That doesn't count.
Well, it does.
Everything, every person that goes to the Nets gets sucked into a black hole.
Mikal didn't. Hasn't.
Not yet.
Hasn't.
Is Cam Johnson already in that black hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's got like a couple toes in.
Yeah, he's
toes in the darkness.
Toes in the darkness.
Not a good band name.
Not a good band name?
Not at all.
All right. Well, I've got a question for you guys.
I got an answer for you.
Okay. Well, before we do
I'm
that,
not making any promises.
before we get to the massive question that everybody's been asking, I want to tell everybody where I got this shirt because Shawn gave me a little bit of love at the start of the show. Guys, if you want a shirt like this that is comfy, affordable, breathable, and has everybody in America
Can I touch?
drooling over themselves. Yeah,
Whoa.
go ahead.
Did you
Go
just
ahead.
claim that everyone in America is drooling over you?
No. People with this shirt, not just me specifically. Come on now. Guys, Pins and Aces, the official golf apparel partner of All City and PHNX. Check out Big Drive Energy wherever you get your podcasts. I don't know about you, but anytime you hit the links, you got to be rocking Pins and Aces. Like we said, it's affordable, it's breathable, it's amazing. Guys, click the link in the show notes to sign up for our Keeping It 100 golf tournament at Dobson Ranch on May 26th. Free Pins and Aces / PHNX collab polo with the sign up. There's going to be there prizes. There's going to be us. There's going to be what?
And PHNX, not just us.
No, just us.
No.
No?
I don't think anybody wants to see us golf.
We'll be there, but we'll be there.
Yes. Check out
It's going to be so fun, dude.
pinsandaces.com and use code
excited.
PHNX to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. Guys, again, that's pinsandaces.com.
And you told me what a scramble was, so now I know that I don't really have to be.
See, I hate that though. I don't want you as my team. I don't want you on my team now.
Well, I mean, then just between you and I, Toshri, I might have to take some OGs before and just enjoy the nice weather and
You can't take OGs
nice
and then
weather.
tell
Hold
me
on,
about
hold on.
scrambles, bro.
There's a reason why it's called the Keep It 100 tournament. It's going to be 100 degrees.
That's still sunny. I need sun. I was talking about this with my mom yesterday. I don't think I get enough vitamin D.
I don't think you do either.
Yeah, so take some OGs and just vibe outside and suck at golf.
Talking about his mom, not me.
Because
just carry on.
Whether you're golfing or not, OGs are money. They're simply the best scratch made gummies in the entire state. And probably any state you take them to, they're probably the best scratch made gummies there. I would even though you shouldn't do that though.
Yeah,
that's a felony. That's a
Why do you
federal
always
offense.
do the delicate dance on the ad reads?
It's not even delicate. It's like literally we're just gonna full on tango.
Commit a federal crime.
No.
Keep your OGs here in the state of Arizona and enjoy them with this beautiful hot weather that we have. They have something for everybody. It's too hot and you're having trouble sleeping. They got their sleepy time gummies.
Disclaimer: don't leave your OGs in the car.
Do not leave your OGs in the car or in your moving van or in your car.
Don't give them the max
or Saul because Saul's done this before too.
But if you do, leave them in your car. Make a smoothie and ration it.
Or just one mega gummy.
No, don't take a mega gummy. Enjoy responsibly.
As long as you're 21 or older. And if you want to find OGs, you can find them at your local dispensary at ogsbrands.com. That's OGEEZ brands.com.
Beautiful. Guys, before we get into the new ASU basketball transfer. Mega question that's been posed to the internet.
Nope.
Was James Harden's 45-point performance against the Celtics the most impressive performance of the 2023 playoffs?
No.
Why?
I
assume the only other performance that you're considering more impressive was Steph's 50-point.
No, I actually think James Harden's performance is better than Steph's.
Okay, I agree.
Steph shot 38 field goal attempts. I mean, he did shoot over 50%.
And also James did this again without the, you could argue the MVP.
I think Jamal Murray's game one performance might have been better.
You think?
I think so.
What about that made it? What about Jamal Murray's game one performance against the Suns makes it more impressive than James Harden's 45-point outing last night?
Because no one else was really doing much, and he kind of put the Suns away himself.
In game one, though?
Yeah, in game one.
I mean, I feel like
he was terrible in game two.
Well,
I feel like
out there in game two.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray did that, and Jokic still almost had 30 points. Still had nearly 20 boards. Like, you look at the box score last night. Tyrese Maxey had, 25? Like, He was the only other one that did anything. Without James Harden last night, the Celtics destroyed them.
Yeah, no, it was great. I was pandering a little bit with Jamal Murray for DNVR people because we're probably going to lose to them. But I think Book's performance in the first round against the Clippers when he had 40.
He had that one ridiculous quarter. I don't think he had 50. He had 40. He had 48 or 49.
He had 2 40-point games or something. I don't know. Regardless, I think he's been the best player in the playoffs. So,
well, I'm taking Steph because it was a game 7. I don't give a shit about your performance in the game 1. Obviously it's impressive, but if you're giving me 50 points in a win or go home game, that's the most impressive.
You're in a game 7 with the Sacramento Kings.
Still a game 7 in the first round.
With the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, my big thing though is just James Harden did this without Joel Embiid. That is my big thing because all season, all playoffs, the Sixers have run as Joel Embiid has run, right? So for them to lose their MVP candidate, arguably the NBA's MVP candidate, and still be able to go off for 45 off the back of everybody pretty much telling him to call it a career or telling him that he's washed, or to give him shit about, his off the court antics or whatever. That, I don't know. For me, that was just different. And I'll be honest, I think the Celtics are the team to beat in the NBA right now.
I thought that too.
And then what? James dropped 45.
Well, no, and then
oh, he's choking.
Jason Tatum. Oh my God, you're bad.
Hated that.
You're bad. He was so bad.
How many points did he have last night?
No, the fourth quarter bad. Show up, man.
Jaylen Brown was also.
Show up.
Jaylen Brown, I want to say, had 16 points in the first
quarter. Take
quarter.
the Y out of your name. It's so unnecessary.
I completely forgot a performance that I'm going to put above all of them. It's Jimmy Butler's 42 against.
Oh
the Bucks
yeah,
in Game 5.
Yeah. That's
forgot about that one.
That's it. No, that's it. That is the number one.
You want to talk about a guy who did it alone?
Yeah,
who did
literally
it alone. That's him.
Yep. Nope, that's the right answer. Move on.
Jimmy Butler's a dog.
Damn, we're giving no.
Giannis had 38 and 20 in that game.
Yeah, and they still got that one. So where are you? If it's not your one, where are you putting it?
It's probably top 3.
It's got to be top 3, right?
I'm putting it 3.
Yeah.
Behind.
You got Steph,
Jimmy, and Steph.
Oh no, you got Jimmy, Steph, James.
Yes.
Okay, and you have
Jimmy James Book.
Jimmy James Book.
Jimmy James. That's
what
a great name.
That's a great Jimmy name. James Book.
That's a great name.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go. Oh, I forgot how good that Jimmy Butler performance was. Just for the sake of the argument, give me James Harden's performance last night.
I think,
1.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler 2, because that was just ridiculous. Also, hopefully his ankle is okay. And then I will go. What?
Okay, never mind.
I'll go Jamal Murray's game 1 performance 3rd, because that was pretty ridiculous.
I will say, as far as the James Harden thing goes, I said the game 7 means a lot more to me, but there is something about this being you weren't supposed to. This was supposed to be the Celtics series, the Celtics conference, really, after the Bucks got eliminated, and you threw the entire East into chaos with one performance, with one game, by putting the Celtics down 1 without Joel Embiid. It is certainly impressive in that regard.
And I almost loved it more after the teammates and shit were celebrating on the court afterwards, and Harden was just like, "Yo, get to the locker room. It's one game." Mm-hmm. It's seriously one game. That's all it is. Do you think, as we kind of end this conversation about James Harden, could this be the year that he gets a ring, or is the NBA playoffs just too stacked?
It certainly could be. I mean,
this would be the year to get out of the East for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think once you get to the finals, I don't want to say anything can happen, but
I mean, anything can happen.
You're not coming into this obviously the Nuggets are the Nuggets, but the Nuggets are not.
There is.
No, there's no 2015 Warriors.
Okay. There's no the Nuggets are not by no means are guaranteed to win, and I would love to see an entire series between Embiid and Jokic.
I think I might. If I had to pick, I'd say the Nuggets right now. I think they just look so good.
Yeah,
the cohesiveness, they just look really good. Dude, it's just so hard to.
Luka Doncic. Wow, same thing.
Wrong.
Nikola Jokic is the greatest player of all time, while also being so bad at watching, unfun to watch.
You just say crazy things.
Yeah,
I'm clearly being dramatic.
Yeah,
I don't think
sometimes you're being dramatic. Sometimes you're not. Last night, somebody in the Sun chat said this will be the second year in a row where the Suns have gotten dominated by chubby white boys.
That's so tragic.
Damn it. James Harden, please win a ring. I'd
like to see it.
Go give Arizona State a reason to post a lovely graphic of the beard.
Outside of the Suns, who do you is that the team you want to win?
That I want to win?
That I
I want the Heat to win, if anything.
Oh yeah,
Jimmy Butler is one
Jimmy
of my.
Butler deserves it.
He's got one of the best stories ever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've
Being
talked
related
about
to
this
Michael
before.
Jordan.
I love greatness. I would love to see the Warriors win again. I wouldn't hate it. I would
no,
Steph
dude.
Curry would lock himself in as a top 5 player all time. I think if they win a ring.
Yeah,
because he would have to do some pretty great stuff to get them there. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'd probably on the Jimmy Butler train too. I think I'd probably like to see.
You're saying outside of the Suns?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, and obviously the Nuggets are last. I don't want to see them win anything.
I think it would be pretty cool for James Harden. Like, I know we're talking about it in
And
the
Joel
whole
Embiid,
Arizona
too.
State conversation,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, James Harden and Joel Embiid, for those two guys to get a ring would go, I feel like, such a long way.
I like the Celtics and I like Jason Tatum. I just really don't want to get into a situation in which Jason Tatum wins like a Finals MVP and he has to recreate the picture of Kobe because that motherfucker would.
I just don't like the Celtics. Like, I think the Celtics have a phenomenal roster, but I just don't like when the Celtics win.
I
shit.
would stop watching basketball and maybe even sports.
if he did that because
Yeah.
you
You
know
know
that's
he
some
will.
kind of
He's
shit
gonna
he
do
would.
something stupid.
He would not do that.
He would do something corny.
You're telling me
as
that you would
shit.
put that bet past the man who texted a dead man's phone number and then posted the screenshot.
Yeah,
on
you're
Twitter.
right. I hate that motherfucker, man.
That's one of the corniest moves I've seen in the entirety of sports.
Joe in the chat, back in the day, I always created teams of only switch hitters in MLB video games may have to have an all-white chubby Euro team in 2K. My goodness. Well, I showed you. There was a rec league or like at a Lifetime,
Yes.
a team of Nikola Jokic's all
I
had
saw
his
that.
jersey,
I
big
saw that.
like chubby white guys, and they were dominating.
That's
they
the
were
funniest thing ever.
dominating
And the
at like
passes
an
were
LA
crisp.
Fitness.
Their passes were just like Jokic.
They were absolutely ridiculous. Guys, something else that is absolutely ridiculous is Burrito Express. Ridiculous in a good way. Kind of like dropping 45 on the heads of the Boston Celtics. Kind of good.
On the heels of the Boston Bruins going down.
Guys, Burrito Express.
Tragic.
They're
On the
simply
heels of Mac Jones being the quarterback for the New England Patriots.
they're simply that guy. That's what they are. They deliver night in,
Plus,
night
they're doing a
out.
golden ticket giveaway right now. You see that?
I did. Those jerseys are
Very
sick.
fun.
They're super, super sick, guys. If you haven't been to Burrito Express, I don't know what you're doing. They got locations all over the valley. Their food smacks. Their service is next level. Check them out and give them a follow on social at Burrito EXP.
Love me some Burrito Express and love me some Four Peaks. They're doing some fun things right now. Four Peaks is
Okay, Yoda.
Huh?
I said, okay, Yoda.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
No.
Huh?
You're doing some good things, Four Peaks is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Be sure to follow Four Peaks on social at Four Peaks Brew and at Four Peaks Pub to get all the latest all the latest on Arizona's premier craft brewery. And they're doing something fun. Do you have a favorite teacher?
I
Who's
did.
your favorite teacher?
Shout out Miss Ruff. 3rd grade teacher. She was goated. Or Miss Diaz in 2nd grade. She was goated too.
The pause?
Miss Ratter in 2nd grade was pretty electric. Mr. Kiefer, my A-push teacher, was fucking one of the funniest people I've ever met. He was a cool guy.
Shout out Miss Sullivan, 4th grade teacher. She had a brother who played for the Rockies, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think it was just like minor, but who knows?
Well, I mean, it's still better, more than I've played.
Teacher Appreciation Week starts May 8th. Thank a teacher and nominate them to win grants, Four Peaks swags, and a grand prize of a custom makeover of their teacher's lounge at school. Can you imagine just getting your teacher's lounge decked out in Four Peaks stuff?
No, I couldn't.
Pretty fucking
That would
awesome.
be amazing. Go to fourpeaksforteachers.org to nominate a teacher or donate. And as I said, make sure to follow at Four Peaks Brew and at Four Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest. But you got to be 21 years or older to drink Four Peaks, and please drink responsibly.
Guys, let's talk about ASU basketball's new transfer.
Selebangue.
I think it's Selebangue. Bryant Selebangue.
You set me up for failure, mother effer.
How did I set you up for
Dude,
failure?
learn how to
That's
type.
phonetics.
That is not phonetically
How would
correct.
you like me to put Selebangue?
It would be Selebangue A-Y or E-Y. He put Sel-A-Bung and then the letter A.
Yeah,
Celebangue?
Selebangue.
It would be A-Y.
A-Y-E.
No, it'd be just be A-Y. Well, what do you read when you read A-Y?
Well, I wrote it as I heard it. That's how I Selebangue.
Yeah, it is pretty tough having a phonetic spelling where you have two of them are just single A's and they're both pronounced differently.
Yep.
Yeah, no, handout. That's
there
on
you
me.
go.
Handout.
Thank you,
I'll
DePaz.
acknowledge it. That's my
Thank
bad.
you, DePaz.
Sorry. Guys,
can we before we get into that, can we just acknowledge the XFL fight we're having in the chat right now between Side Tripping with Carrie and Joe?
He said, "Get the fuck out of here, Carrie. We were robbed."
Kakaw's the law. Joe knows what's good. I like you a lot, Side Tripping with Carrie, with the exception of in the context of XFL. Fuck you. It is St. Louis Battlehawks till I die.
Wait,
goodness.
where'd Merlin get signed yesterday?
I don't know if that's true.
The Commanders is what I saw.
the Commanders.
Side trip with Gary saying Merlin as a Toronto Argonaut goes hard.
Yeah, the draft is tonight. CFL draft tonight. So,
Guys,
maybe, who knows what happens.
Bryant Selebangue.
Yep.
From Tulsa. Big dude.
Can't shoot.
No, but he can crash the glass.
Yeah, he can.
Averaged nearly a double-double at Tulsa. 11 double-doubles exactly last year. He had 3 20-10 games and 8 15-10 games. What do you like about this addition for Bobby Hurley's squad?
He tries really hard. Like really hard.
He does try really hard.
And you know, for a guy that doesn't really have a great jumper, for a guy who doesn't have a jumper,
He's just shitting on all of the transfers.
No.
Zane Meeks.
I shit on him before he was a transfer. I was doing a compliment sandwich.
A compliment sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the compliment in the middle?
No, the mean thing's in the middle. He doesn't have any touch until he gets close to the rim.
Yeah.
And he has some pretty nice touch around the rim.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean the chain thing and the whole trying hard thing, like it is nice to kind of replace. I think that is one thing that the team lost a lot of is the effort guys, obviously Duke and Devin. So to have a guy that can kind of bring that kind of drive again, I think is a very valued addition outside of what he can offer as like an actual basketball player.
Yeah, I think for me, outside of his experience, right, this is a guy that he just played a lot of basketball last season, 21 games last year of 30-plus minutes. But look at one of ASU's big issues last year. It felt like their inability to crash the glass.
Please.
Right? Specifically,
just a smidge.
I think the reason that everybody fell in love with Duke Brennan is because he got a couple offensive rebounds and we're like, holy shit, we can do that?
Yeah.
We're allowed to get offensive rebounds because ASU players just haven't done that in the past. And you finally have a guy that you get that tries really, really hard, right? You get a Devin Cambridge level of energy, and you're getting a guy that this is what he does. He literally lives to crash the boards. What?
I love the use of literally there. He was born and he was just, where's the ball? Where is the ball?
He's just boxing out.
Yeah.
This is what he does, man.
There's no crying. He's just
For anybody on audio, please just go watch that. Okay, because it was a phenomenal box out.
Of his more furniture.
Yeah, he was boxing out the more furniture. I don't think Selebangue is in the starting 5, but I love the fact that you get a guy off the bench that can crash the glass this way. Are we going to have this conversation?
Who's going to start at center?
It's going to be Alonzo Gaffney.
Okay, no thanks. No.
It's going to be homie from LSU.
You think that Shawn Phillips is starting after averaging 2 minutes a game?
He's starting at center at 6'8"?
That's why I'm asking this question.
No, I don't think
I think it's got to be either Shawn Phillips or Gaffney. I think
Shawn Phillips is starting.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You don't start a 6'8" guy at center.
I mean,
don't start.
Unless you're playing unless you're going small.
Bobby Hurley's done that before.
I know we do this lovely dance every time we get a new transfer, but who do you... JJ's in the chat, so cue up the first Zane Meeks reference.
We already had one.
What is...
He spawned because I said Zane Meeks' name.
What is your starting 5 look like right now?
We've done this like once a week.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't because it's funny because there's so much movement. Frankie, please come back. Frankie Collins. At the 1.
FC at the 1. The Wolf at 2.
Who's on this team anymore, man?
Yeah, probably.
Nobody from last year.
Ace Wolf.
Jemiah at the 3.
Yep. Then things get sticky.
Ew.
Gaffney at the 4.
Give me Selebangue at the 4.
Starting at the 4.
Starting at the 4.
Okay.
And I mean, shit, probably Shawn Phillips, unless like TCU like spits on Warren and then Texas Tech kicks him out. I don't think he's coming back.
TCU spits on him?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, that's where Warren is going to visit right now.
You have to like spit up, right?
That was such a cartoonish spit. Respect the hell out of that.
Who's your starting 5?
Yeah, I think it's probably the same. I think I would probably go Gaffney 4 and Phillips 5, but I think the backcourt is probably those 3.
You know what I hate? I didn't realize this. Tulsa won 5 games last year.
Yeah, they didn't win a lot of games.
Why? LSU. How many wins did LSU have?
Not
Can
a
somebody
lot.
look that up?
Yeah.
Because I know Louisville only had 4 or 5. These 3 teams that they've gotten transfers in from, I don't think combined to get enough wins that ASU had last year. And I know it's like different situations.
LSU had 14 wins last year.
Okay, they're just underperformed. So, but still,
and they started really strong.
Yeah. Against cupcake teams, and they played the SEC.
Then they lost a lot.
I know we kind of joked about it, but there's also something to be said about the mentality that is trying to be built here, and I don't want one that. And I hope they left because they hated losing.
Yeah,
that's what I hope happened. They didn't contribute to the losing. I know Kamari Lands didn't play much, but not playing much on a team that won 4 games isn't awesome.
Yeah.
This is different. I mean, a guy that plays, how many minutes did you say he played?
I mean, there were 20 games where he played more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, so
he played a lot.
Yeah, he averaged bing bong. I don't know about the average, but yeah, it was around 20, probably 28 minutes a game.
You know who I want?
Joe, get out of here.
Actually, it's probably 30 minutes.
Joe, stop it.
There's somebody I want. I want in the portal.
Okay. Oh, another fun thing. Before
fuck what you want.
Before you get I meant to say this earlier. I'm sorry. Him and Malachi Davis played, I believe, high school ball together, or maybe it was a community college. No, it wasn't a community. I think it was high school ball. Selebangue and Malachi Davis. So
Selebangue. God, I'm gonna have so much
what
fun
do you
saying
want?
his
I'm
name.
sorry.
I want a tall white dude named Grant Nelson from North Dakota State. I want him to be.
Sounds like my personal hell.
A tall white guy named Grant Nelson.
Yes.
What does this personal hell look like?
Watching Grant Nelson play basketball.
Forwards. It's a room full of white forwards.
Well, how tall is he?
6'11".
Okay, awesome. I hate it.
He's from Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
That sounds like
Oh
hell.
my God.
Literally. Will Baker, Nevada.
He's got a
hated watching
Shane
him play.
mustache. Look at that. Actually, that's less Shane.
Yeah,
More.
It's got a kind of a Pedro Pascal vibe to him.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't gonna go there. Sure.
Did you just call him sexy?
No, I said he's got the vibe. I didn't say he looks like him.
This is a guy that averaged 17 points a game last season, shot 52% from the field, 9 boards, 2 assists. There was a stretch that he went on in February where it was 20-point game after 20-point game. And I know he played at North Dakota State, but it could be real fun. It could be real fun.
Why?
I would be totally comfortable with him because I want him here. I would be comfortable with him starting at center. Grant Nelson, you can start at center. I'll offer that to you. I don't know if Bobby will, but I will. This team's still missing something.
DJ Rodman.
I need more points still, man.
Yeah.
You don't think you're getting an?
No.
I'm definitely not comfortable going in a situation where it's like, who's the guy that's going to get you a bucket? Jemiah,
Dog.
I guess?
Yeah, there's one person
Dude, Oral Roberts went 18-0 last year in conference. That's crazy.
There's one person that can get you a bucket on this team, probably for sure.
Frankie?
And that's the lefty.
Adam?
Yes.
Ace
Wolf.
Well, you also don't know what you're going to get from a scoring perspective from Malachi Davis off the bench. Yes, he's here.
No.
What?
We're gonna have to start singing this.
No. No.
Okay.
We don't have to sing
I
it.
love all the Canadian chat in the chat right now.
It
I don't
is-
know how it all
Selebangue is big
began, but
Canadian.
I'm here
because
for it.
the kid that we got is Canadian.
And they've got
Montreal.
Enoch, Canadian.
And the CFL draft.
And the CFL draft. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
Canadian
I love
trivia.
it.
You were saying about Ace?
Yeah, he's the only one that can actually get you a bucket right now. St. Meek, shooter, that's not getting you a bucket though.
Hunter
Frankie
Dickinson still has not gone anywhere.
I think Frankie Collins, if he comes back, Frankie Collins is coming back. He's coming back. When Frankie Collins comes back, he is going to have worked on his scoring a ton because he's going to need to. If he wants to be
probably the feedback he gets from the NBA draft.
if he wants to be
Score.
Do you remember what he tweeted out? I think it's still pinned. About when he wasn't named to the point guard of the year conversation at the start of the season, the Naismith or whatever it is. He tweeted out like scratching head or something, like he was disappointed that he wasn't named to the watch list. I'm like, come on, he didn't play last year.
Yeah.
But if he wants to be named to
I keep forgetting about Braylon.
if he wants to be named to that watch list, you got to learn how to score.
Yeah.
You know, you need to be 12 and 5 or whatever at least. Yeah, Braylon Green. I didn't forget about him.
Who are the
I just
guards
don't
on this
think
team?
he's-
Frankie, if he comes back, Ace, Braylon, and Malachi.
Tim Horton's a really good center name, by the way. Yeah,
Is that it? Is Jemiah? I mean, he's more guard forward.
he's going to be a guard this year because they have
He has
94
to be.
forwards.
Yeah.
And none of them can dribble the ball. Kamari looks like he can dribble a little bit. Yeah, he does.
Kamari is built like he's scary. He's built scary. He's just like really long. What is that? What is that Halloween movie? The skeleton dude?
Jack Skellington?
Yeah.
Night Before Christmas?
Yeah.
Nightmare
He's
Before
built
Christmas.
kind of like him.
She's never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
You never seen Nightmare Before Christmas? You don't want to see it, or like, no, just no desire. Okay, Leah does not have the desire.
I don't know. Also, side tripping with Carrie. Tim Hortons goes so hard. New PHNX Sun Devil sponsor. How
Side
about
tripping. You
PHNX
are-
Coyote sponsor?
You are speaking straight to Leah and I.
How would
Horton
that
is in the
work?
portal. Lots of length.
Yes,
I don't think
we
this team
can
needs to
promote
get longer.
Wait,
their,
what? Isn't it? Oh, wait.
K-Cups.
Ooh. I was going to say there was a Tim Hortons at the. There's not.
At the arena that shall not be named.
Yeah.
So Grant Nelson,
No.
Hunter Dickinson still has not committed anywhere.
give me Grant. One thing that I'm not super excited about in terms of Selebangue is we traded a guy that couldn't shoot free throws for a guy who shoots free throws worse. Selebangue 50% from the charity stripe.
You're talking about Warren?
Yeah. It was like Warren's like, oh, he made 2, and it was like, holy shit, he made both his free throws. Selebangue makes 1. You're like, oh my god, he made 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
I mean, yeah. All right. Why'd Warren leave, man?
I don't know. I don't know why Warren left.
I don't know why anything happened or happens.
You don't know why anything.
Oh, you know
happens?
what? I'm going to say this right now. I bet he goes to TCU. TCU has coin.
Mm.
Bring. Lots of coin.
Is that you flicking the coin?
Flicking a coin. Bing, flipping a
Who
coin.
was that big dude at TCU that left?
Eddie Lampkin.
So they don't have a big.
Eddie Lampkin, you are someone weird, right?
Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know this. Hunter Dickinson still hasn't committed anywhere.
Yeah, I know. He's
How many times is he going to say this?
Until someone acknowledges it.
well.
okay.
It's been talked about a ton.
Dude, he's just a worse Grant Nelson.
Stop it.
He is.
No,
he
he's
is
not.
considered the #1 transfer recruit in the entire
He
country.
is the #1 transfer recruit in the country.
Well, you know who we heard about the #1 safety in the country? He was coming to ASU for his
That was a JUCO safety.
Same thing. Michigan's pretty much a JUCO, is it not? The way they played basketball last year? Nobody? Okay, let's talk about BetMGM for a second then, you clowns. Guys, if you didn't know.
Ow, dude.
What?
The hell?
Dude? Oh, dude.
Dude.
If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code PHNX. There's a few different offers depending on where you live. But
Selebangue.
for our Arizona audience, you guys are going to get up to $100 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. Again, make sure you use bonus code PHNX and show out this Friday at BetMGM because all of our shows are going to be live there on Friday. And we got a little cornhole league.
Yeah.
So if you want to smoke, I expect to see you on Friday. Otherwise, just, I don't know.
I'm gonna assume you're dodging.
Yeah. You're a big baby. That's what I'm going to assume.
Shout out Glenn Davis.
Yep.
Shout out Glenn Davis. What a crazy career he had. Guys, check out the show notes for full details. And now, listen to the one, the only, Shane's beautiful vocal cords.
Disclaimer, 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369, New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan.
Oh yeah, and when you win a little bit at BetMGM, you can take all of your money and get your friends and family some dinner,
Some balls of meat.
some balls of meat, and strings of flour. What else is in pasta? How do you make pasta? I don't know. Let's leave that to the professionals.
How do you make pasta?
Like actual pasta. Like,
Eggs and flour?
Is it just eggs and flour? I mean, I guess you can put other stuff in it, but
You need a little Italian love to it, you know?
well, I'm gonna leave the pasta to the professionals over at Spaghetti Shack.
Spaghetti a shack.
The Spaghetti Shack.
The pasta professionals.
Shack up a scat. They're a community focused to go pasta concept spread right here in the Valley in Tempe by 5 lifelong friends. They're serving Tempe and Queen Creek, and they're hoping to come to your neighborhood soon. I ate them for lunch yesterday, and today I made their meatballs.
Are so good.
They're so good. Like, they're just legit. They're just solid meatballs.
I literally just get a plate of meatballs every time they come.
Well, I like, because no matter what it is, you don't want to eat the same thing every day, all day, every day. So it's nice because they give you a bunch of pasta, a bunch of bread, a bunch of meatballs. And one day I'll have some spaghetti. The next day I'll throw some meatballs on some of the garlic bread, make myself a little meatball sub. It's a vibe. So shout out to our friends at Spaghetti Shack for hooking us up. And they can hook you up too. Get out there.
Get out there. Spaghetti Shack. Get it in you. Side tripping carry. There has to be a 7-footer in Ontario with.
I bet we could find him.
I think it's side tripping.
His name was Enoch.
Where did he go? Oh, Fresno State.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets on the court there.
Enoch Boachi, formerly known as a pillar of the conference.
You think he knows how to use
doing
his hands now?
Yes.
A 4-part
Yes.
Bill Walton documentary?
Yes.
That fires me.
Jack
up.
Loader made the good point where it's like, how are you filling 4 episodes of this documentary up with stuff about
You know
this man?
exactly how.
But I also was just like, I could sit here and listen to him talk about nothing.
You saw how I just give me a 4-part series about him in the national anthem.
Yeah, for real. Just give me different
Dude,
shots
he
of
was
this.
so fired up.
I
about
will
that.
never forget that. Like that was an amazing moment.
JJ Wazzo included. Devils will have 5 players, 6'8" or taller. Yeah, I don't think this team is. This is the tallest team.
Yeah, the problem you run in with the size is that there's not a second guy, or really even maybe a first, who's like obviously playing a 5. Outside of that, it's like there's playing. The front court is very tall and long, but who specifically is playing the center position?
You know how this team shot 1,000,000 threes last year?
I do remember that.
They might shoot 5 all season.
I would like to see it.
Because like, who's your 3-point shooter here?
That's the problem.
Alonzo Gaffney.
They're gonna want to shoot threes.
Stop it. No, dude.
No, but I'm
I do
not
not want
joking.
these guys shooting
I'm not
threes.
joking. Alonzo Gaffney's the best 3-point shooter you probably have.
No,
One of the best
No.
3-point shooters you probably have.
aces, and then I'd put Jemiah over him, and then I'd put Frankie over him.
No,
He
I
can't
wouldn't
shoot
put
threes,
Frankie.
dog.
I wouldn't put
Frankie's
Frankie. No.
Frankie's gonna learn how to shoot
I'd put.
threes.
He's going to learn how to do it.
Yes.
No, I think Gaffney's your 3rd best
Dog. We
3-point shooter.
cannot be saying
I would take
that.
Zane.
Braylon
He's gonna be
Green is
sitting
going.
in the corner.
Braylon Green can shoot.
Dude,
Gaffney's
I
gonna be
want
sitting in the
Braylon
corner
Green
all
to be
season.
so good. If Braylon Green can give you 10 points a game, this team's winning the national championship.
You have to relax more, man.
I feel like I'm pretty relaxed.
You
most
have to,
of the
are they
time.
going to win the national championship? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
All right. Respect.
If Braylon Green can do stuff,
I'm working on something.
what are you working on?
Before we get out of here, I have something to show.
How does the XFL draft work? Or the CFL draft work? I don't understand that.
Hey,
Leah?
side tripping with Carey. Gaffney equals shooter.
Zane Meeks equals shooter. Zane Meeks is
Shooter.
the is a better
Bryant the
3-point shooter.
new Romello White? No. Romello White.
Hey, they are the same size.
Yeah, but Romello White was. I feel like he didn't have the juice that Selebangue has. Selebangue just like he checks in and he's like, I'm here.
Romello tried really hard.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I think
Yes, he did.
not as hard as DeQuan Lake on that team. DeQuan Lake.
Why do you do DeQuan Lake? I'm gonna say it wasn't that good.
He was better than Romello. I will take DeQuan Lake every day before I took Romello White, and it's not even close.
Please raise your hand if you don't know basketball.
Give me
DeQuan Lake was not
Lake.
good.
DeQuan Lake was better than Romello.
That's crazy.
Do you know who DeQuan Lake is?
It seems like an unfair
Sean wasn't
question.
here when DeQuan
An
Lake was
unfair
here.
question. Okay, what are you working on?
I have a topic that I talked about yesterday that I forgot to send to Leah.
Does it have to do with dogs?
No, do you have a dog thing?
A dog thing? No, I don't. I don't think I have a dog thing.
Oh,
What's going on in your life, Sean?
Fuck yeah, that is.
Oh, something's
It's a
going on.
loaded
Chihuahua?
question. Oh, I almost kidnapped the Chihuahua
Oh, that's
yesterday.
why you were
Yeah,
laughing.
man.
You almost kidnapped a dog?
Yeah, well, I would in the moment it would have been saving the dog. I wouldn't have known that it was kidnapping. I walked into my apartment complex, I turned the corner, and all of a sudden there's a little puppy, a little Chihuahua, and she's very friendly, or he, I don't know, and came up and like kind of put a little paws on me and was like all cute, and I picked her up and I was just like, "Who is your?" There was no
where's your
humans
father?
around, and it had a collar and and it had like the little link for the chain, but the actual chain where the name would have been was missing. So I was just like, I kind of just stood there for a few seconds, and I swear to God, if this girl didn't come around the corner, if she had come around the corner like
You
5
just
seconds later,
snagged
I was
the
gonna
dog.
go.
Have
Well,
a
because I
brother.
wasn't gonna leave the dog. I stood out there for a solid like couple minutes, being like, "Is anyone gonna get this dog?" And I was like, "I can't just leave this poor Chihuahua out here."
I'm so scared.
So I was gonna take it, and then oh God,
Guys, I talked about this yesterday.
I don't think you did.
you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you did.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
well, I never talk like that.
And
anyways.
I didn't deny that you talked about it. I don't know what it is. I just see a shirtless man.
See?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
See? Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Nobody
I never,
sounded like
just
that.
kidding.
I never. All I
Supposed
saw
to
was a
make you a
shirtless
joke.
man, and I was just like,
Romello White did have oven mitts for
Yeah,
hands.
he was Enoch, but stayed here longer.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Dude, Romello White averaged like 15 a game.
No, he did not.
At one point, he
did not.
He was good.
15 points a game, my ass.
Not 15.
In your sleep.
At one point, he was good.
Career stats. He's
At one
24
point,
now.
he was good. That's such a funny sentence to me.
Romello White never averaged more than 11 points a game. What?
How many did DeQuan Lake average? 4?
And
3?
he did it at Ole Miss. The most he ever averaged at ASU was 10.
Okay. How many did DeQuan Lake average?
Let me look.
Go look at that.
I am.
If it's more than 10, I'll eat my own words and I'll apologize. But there is zero chance DeQuan Lake was scoring more than Romello White.
DeQuan Lake was a defensive presence.
Oh my God.
DeQuan Lake averaged 4.5 and 7.2 points in his 2 seasons here.
How many blocks?
He averaged
1.3.
0.8 and 1.3 in his second year.
I'll take the 1.3
Or his first
blocks.
year. He had a significantly worse second year.
Only 17 minutes. How many
Hey,
did?
the chat agrees with me. Romello was better.
That's fine. The chat can agree with you. That's fine. They can all have the wrong opinion. Okay, let's get to what you
But
wanted
as Shawn
to.
would say, you can have your wrong opinion.
You're all entitled to your own.
Also, DeQuan Lake averaged 17 minutes a game. Romello averaged 20 minutes.
Yeah,
a game.
because Romello was a
27
better
minutes game.
player.
Yeah, maybe Bobby was wrong.
No, Romello was a better
Look,
player.
I see.
All right.
I saw it.
We
They both shot 0% from 3, so.
yeah.
Okay.
We know that Romello White was a better player than DeQuan Lake. But did you guys know that NAU had better facilities than ASU? Well, let's take a look at this TikTok. It's pretty great, and we'll talk about it after.
Name a better Division I athletics facility in the country. Kent. The weight room right here. Those garages come up. It's nice outside. And we're a mid-major. Auditorium right here. Beautiful in here, man. Beautiful. The student lounge. This is the very first floor. There's 2 more. Who's in here? Who's in here? No one's getting to work right now. What are we doing? Nutrition station. You have fresh fruit there. Oatmeal. Taco Tuesday. Weight room's getting redone right now. Gymnasium, man. Where legends are born. Doesn't get much better than this, man. So this is our academic center in the facility. So there's a lot more to show you guys, but it's the weekend and not everything's open right now.
Yeah.
Why did he have his shirt off?
That's a very.
I mean, do you see him?
Hey,
I would have my shirt off too.
Okay. Well, they're very nice facilities. They're very nice facilities. The nicest in the country? No.
He said nicest mid-major.
Yes, I'm gonna
They
be
could
honest.
be.
They could be. I'm not familiar with all of the other mid majors.
a
I mean,
lot
that
of-
is Division 1 level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so there's not going to be a whole lot of mid majors that got like that.
I mean, it's certainly.
Well, I mean, mid-majors are Division 1.
Well, I mean,
colleges.
you know what I meant. I meant
Yeah,
like
those are
Power
That's
Five.
Power 5 level.
yeah, JJ's got it right. NAU can afford a $50 million basketball facility, but not shirts for their athletes. Fraudulent.
I think Joe settles the
JJ.
conversation, though, we were having earlier. Neither of them were that good. So.
No, you're right. You were absolutely right. Neither one of them was like, oh my God, Romello's here. Or
Either
DeQuan.
was good. Either.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. The football like auditorium that overlooks the practice
Yeah,
field
that
out
shit
there
was
is pretty
crazy.
sick. But I don't know if it's sick in the respect that like it's a cool facility or it's just like it's in the middle of a forest, so that looks
Well,
cool.
let's just talk about it's new.
It was.
No,
and it's
yeah,
also
it's new. New facilities go real hard.
They do. I mean,
Build something, please. Build something new.
Well, they build new shit. It's just not athletic shit.
yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because it shows 2 sides of this. They're like, hey, it's sad when you're a Power 5 program and NAU has better facilities than you. Alternatively, they have these facilities.
They don't do nothing with them.
What the fuck? It's not like they're in the tournament. So it's like, I guess for the people that are like, you don't need facilities to win.
Well,
Facilities, you do, but facilities aren't going to be the reason you win.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the only reason you win. Like, it's only going to take you so far.
like
so.
oh shit, new basketball like arena. We just immediate NCAA tournament.
And also, like, let's be real. Not every school has the ability to do that outside of the financial aspects. Like, ASU is a urban campus. They play in the middle of a city. They literally cannot.
I'm not going to make an excuse. They just renovate things.
No, I agree. Like they need to have better facilities, but I'm saying like nothing is going to be that beautiful. Like you're not going to be able to sit in the middle of a forest. Like there's certain things like that. And I mean, space wise, like to have all of your stuff in one spot is not every school can do that. But that doesn't change the fact that they made the investment in the facilities. Like you can figure out a way
JJ,
to make.
what is wrong with you, dog?
JJ lives to just
Dude, if Bagley transfers to NAU somehow,
it's not.
I don't know. There would have to have been some rules broken, and also I would cry and vomit.
Well, if you enjoyed
Who's giving them that money is what I want to know.
the Lumberjacks,
Katie Hobbs is doing it.
The
I'm
Lumberjacks
looking
are
at
doing
their
it.
list of like famous alumni, and it's Katie Hobbs and a bunch of people I have never heard of, and I don't know that I would have heard of Katie Hobbs if I didn't live here. That's actually not true, but.
If you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn DePause at Shawn_DePause.
Oh, just, enjoying Spaghetti Shack's meatballs as always.
We'll see you guys Wednesday at 2 p.m. for a new snake draft and some more ASU talk. But until then, guys, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Peace.